have a banter, move on. I saw the most disturbing post I saw yesterday wasn't a result. And I have to mention this because when people's lives are threatened, that's when it bothers me more. It wasn't the result. It was a picture of a particular gentleman who was said to be the one tampering with the server. I thought that was cruel. I really do. I thought it was ignorant and it was cruel and it was unkind. First and foremost, in a control room, forget the control room, if you've ever been into a server room, and this is supposed to be a boss, it's impossible for one person to be tampering with the server. Like literally tampering with the server. Okay? For that kind of thing that INEC is having to do, what their server room would look like would be the equivalent of, let me think. If you ever went into, if you've ever gone into a node center, how do I explain that in normal language? A comms room. That's what we call it. I don't know what else I can describe it. But in a comms room, you have several servers that are sitting on top of each other. You have so many wires, you have all these things, you have UPSs and all of that stuff, all the power stuff, all the technical stuff. And yet somebody decided to post on Twitter that this gentleman was the one response that was tampering with the server, hence why the results were not being uploaded. How totally and absolutely deplorably irresponsible. But they also posted his picture. Just imagine it's you. They post his picture, they put it out there, so now everybody knows what it looks like. This was somebody that was actually not in the media. You hardly ever see him. But somebody chose to post his picture. And then it went viral. He has a family. He has friends. He's probably doing a job. Heck, I didn't even know he was working for INEC. So now you've exposed to the world that he works for INEC. Yeah, he was the CTO when I used to work. He was a CIO, I beg your pardon, when I used to work in telecoms. But I haven't even seen him for gazillions of years, since I left the industry at the very least. Yet, I didn't know where he worked. They've exposed where he worked. They've exposed his picture. And the narrative is that he's the one tampering with the server. Just think the threat and the danger. That's almost like putting a target on his back. Let's stop this nonsense. Let's just stop. Stop. Let's be more discerning. Engage with brain before opening mouth. Enough is enough. We can't do that. I get that we're all nervous. I get that we're all anxious. I get that we all want, a better Nigeria. I get that we all feel our candidate is the one that will fix Nigeria. But until INEC tells us who wins or who won, until INEC is able to confirm the results, and I think we're going to be going to the situation room, the INEC situation room sometimes during this show. Until they do that, do not call me to tell me you were at a polling PU and you stayed behind, you heard them count a number and this is the number and you're seeing something else somewhere. No, I don't care. I actually do not care. I don't want to know. You will be disconnected. Because at some point, somebody needs to say, enough. I have 2 or 3 hours on this show. I will stand up to say enough. Enough is enough. We will not do this. We will not be irresponsible. We will not behave like foolish human beings. We will not behave like the followers and the worshippers who do wrong to their gods. We won't. We won't. So if you're going to call me to tell me about your experience at your polling unit, whether you were able to vote. Don't call me to talk to me about results. All right? We're going to talk today. I don't have a guest. I do have my Oga Pata Pata here. Don't tell the other Oga Pata Pata. Zainab with me. And we've got a couple of hours that we're going to be spending with you. I also want to talk about, until we go to the situation room, I also want to talk about our mental health. How nervous are you feeling? I have to go back to what a friend of mine said today. She said she's so angry. And I had to say to her, if you don't manage your anger, which is being informed by social media shenanigans, you will end up with high blood pressure. And I assure you, none of the parties will be paying for your medical bills. None. None. I applaud the woman who, JD on JD's show, Jimmy Disso's show this morning, the hero. He was talking to my dear brother, Yemi Candid Johnson. And I agree with them that woman is a hero. They did what they wanted to do to her, but she still insisted she was going to put her vote in, and she voted. She didn't set out to be a hero, by the way, or shiro, actually, is the correct term. She did not set out to be a shiro. Those who inflicted violence on her while she was exercising her right as a Nigerian were the ones that turned her into a shiro. So don't go out there and try to be a shiro or a hero. I send my love and my regards to DTF Young, who I actually meant to call him to just check, but I saw his post this morning, and he's doing well. I'm really happy to hear that. Another dear brother of mine actually was in that, fracas yesterday, that very ugly fracas, and I send my regards to all of them. He saw it. He was in shock. He just kept saying, I can't believe what I just saw. And this is somebody that's been doing this since 93, 99, whatever. So let's just, calm down. So my regards, my love, my care to all of you, every single one of you who has been out to vote, who have conducted yourself very, very well, who have continued to be a Nigerian irrespective of. In Nigeria, we are Nigerians in spite of, irrespective of, and we have to continue to do that. The tenacious and determination that I have seen, honestly, from all the different reports, TV, radio, yada, 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 from our people in the field, is one that I think is what defines us. That tenacity, that determination, that get up and do and can do and will do attitude, that I will do what is within my rights to do, is what defines us. Not those hooligans, not the violence, or the corruption. What defines us is what, if I may use it, brought Afro beats to global prominence, which is the soft power that we have as a people. So call me on 0700 993 993 993. Oh, I must say thank you to Marianne for a wonderful show. I very much enjoyed it prior to me. So 0700 993 993 993. The female only line is 01465 7190. Send a WhatsApp on 0809 597 5805. Website nigeriainfo.fm. Social media is Facebook, YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3, and Twitter is Nigeria Info FM. Instagram is Nigeria Info FM Lagos. I literally haven't been on my Instagram today, since yesterday or today before, whatever. I have been getting I've been reading a lot on WhatsApp, and even that safe. I tire, as they say. I tire. So let's talk. What do you have to talk about? What was your experience yesterday? Hello?
Yeah. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where you calling from?
You have Mr. Mba, call from Lassa.
Mr. Mba. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, thank God. My experience yesterday, where I went to vote on my poll unit.
Yeah.
I find it difficult, very difficult to locate Labour Party. APC logo was there. Since very well. PDP logo was there. The Labour Party, there is nothing signified. Which I took the ballot paper to the one of INEC official. I said, please, where is Labour Party logo here? Then he directed me. Then I cast my vote. I just want to say, this vote, 25th of this January or February vote has error, totally error. And all those polling units you had, I didn't think we have, maybe let me just give an instance. We have about 10 polling units, not 32 states. Believe you me, 6 are being touched, 6 are being put into violence. So my advice to the INEC and Nigeria is this. If they are not free to conduct free and fair election, please, in as much we have 32 states in Nigeria, please let them organize. If it is 33 states, then send troops, army, DSS, EFCT, police to guide polling units. If it is possible, if it is 33 states in every state, immediately let the result be announced. Could you believe up to today we could not even have the result of what we suffered yesterday? And how can we have the trust that the correct results will be announced? Taking all those times, and when I went to vote on my polling unit, I could not see any son of senator, neither their daughter, or Ahmed Bola Tinubu, or any of their son or their daughters. But we keep in that line. Even in the lane. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
And yet, up till now, we have never heard any complete results. And all the, if it is 10, 6 are being tampered. Including in Oshodi, where they are saying, if you are an Igbo person here, come and vote, let me see you. Is that how one Nigeria will work? And tomorrow now, I will go agitating that I need Biafra. Are you people will talk is not the way to agitate? Because I have, as an Igbo man, I'm close to my 40 now. I have never seen anything about the government of this country that benefited an Igbo man or the people that come from the East. And tomorrow now, we'll go to the state of Biafra now. You people will say that it's not like that. Army will come after us. Police will come after us. This is called wickedness. As far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you for a good job. I'm Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, for every negative statement made by anybody who is a Nigerian, there is a positive response. The last speaker made mess of his statement, and we must be corrected. There is no perfection in anything you do. I was disenfranchised. I stood from morning till later part of the day. I didn't vote, and I observed everything was so okay.
Yeah.
But if you keep trying to tribalize you have to be, put his mouth in proper order. You came to a place, you didn't respect the chiefs, the place you are putting flags everywhere, nobody reacted. And you are now talking about, say, you are an Igbo man. I have a lot of Igbo friends that are very good and highly educated, and they don't make stupid statements like that.
Okay, so
let him put his mouth where his money is.
So I need to tell you.
Put his mouth where his money is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Okay, before I pick up the next call, it is unfortunate that the first caller chose to go in that direction. Do not call me to discuss ethnic clashes, tribal politics. I'm telling you, when people say, I am tired, and they say the tired of my tired is tired, this is not about just my tired. It's about the tired of the polity. The country is tired. We are literally, that's not the thread that I want to discuss today. Otherwise, if you keep calling like that, you see, I can talk for Jesus. I can talk for Muhammad. I can talk from here till tomorrow. That's why I do what I do. So I'll just keep talking at you. Then we won't have a two-way conversation. If you prefer that, go ahead. Everybody. I once had Dr. What's his name? Jibrin. Can't remember his surname now. He talked about the marginalization. He talked about how everybody, I must look for that. Perhaps we need to play it if we have time today. He talked about how everybody, every group is marginalized and feels marginalized in one way or the other. He literally broke it down. He talked about it on Down for Conversations. Of course, this is not Down for Conversations. But perhaps I'll ask if we can look for what Dr. Jibrin said. He really explained it, and many of you called in at the time. Because just think, everybody feels marginalized. That's why we need a change in Nigeria. That is why this moment is critically important. So please do not call me about your tribal sentiments. I understand you're angry. I understand you're frustrated. Okay, I understand your vexations, but I will not discuss it, and I don't want it on my show. All right? So let's pick up another call. Hello? 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 Uh-oh. Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chika. I'm calling from Lagos.
Hello, Chika. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Well, I think in respect of what happened yesterday, I think it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate in the sense that after spending about 305 billion for INEC to conduct election, the best we could get is what we're seeing all over social media and what we experienced at hand yesterday. It's quite unfortunate. And I said it because we have no any other country other than Nigeria. I don't want to dwell on the issue of tribal, ethnic, or religious sentiments.
Thank you.
The truth of the matter is that we are in all this mess together. Because like one of the presidential candidates will always say, nobody goes and buy bread cheaper. Nobody goes and buy fuel cheaper. And that is why when it affects one, it affects
all. Thank you. Please say that again. Please, my brother. My brother, say it again. Let me keep quiet. Say it again.
When it affects one, it affects all.
Thank you.
And that is why when I saw what happened yesterday, and I'm seeing what is happening today across Nigeria, the question I keep asking myself is that, why are we playing this route? We can do better as a country. We can do better as a people. And it baffles me. I voted in that polling unit where a video is actually circulating that if you know you can't vote for a certain political party, nobody force you go.
Yeah.
But most of us there, we persist. We waited. And as God will have it, after some time, the military showed up and the guy ran away and we all casted our ballot. And at the end of the day, the ballot was counted. Though they had issue trying to upload the results. But I think at the end of the day, everything was sorted out and everybody went. But the question I want to ask is that, why must election be do or die?
Yes.
Why must it be do or die? And it so baffles me that the people that are trying to make this thing look do or die, you look at these people, 4 years ago, they're the same where they are today. 8 years ago, they were the same where they are today. You now begin to say, even if these guys are doing this thing for their own benefits, you begin to draw some kind of attention or some kind of sympathy from it. But this guy doing it, their life has literally remained the same. For the past 8 years, for the past 4 years, you now begin to ask yourself, why so? Why must you allow one man to instigate you against another person?
Absolutely.
And that is why I said that it's not about tribe, it's not about religion. Because like that yesterday, it doesn't matter if you're from the east, from the north, from the west, or from the south. They just want you to do their bidding.
That's right.
And that is why I'm not dancing to this tune of tribes and religion. Fine and good. When the day of that discussion will come, then we'll have the discussion.
Yeah.
And like I always tell people, everybody in Nigeria, irrespective of the tribe you are from, we're all marginalized. We all are marginalized.
We are all marginalized.
Nobody has it better. Like I always tell some of my brothers from my side, they will keep telling that a particular section of this country have held on to the position of leadership for only God knows when. And what I quick to ask them is that, where do we have the highest poverty rate? Where do we have the highest mortality rate? Where do we have the highest out of school children? And that is why I keep telling them that it's not about who is there. It's about who is actually going to do the biddings of me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to make life more who's going to make life more comfortable for me and you.
Yeah.
And that is why when I see what is happening from rivers to all part of the country and everywhere, my heart bleeds. And it bleeds so much because INEC gave us so much confidence.
Yes.
And after 305 billion, this is the best we can. It's so sad. It's so sad.
What is your name again, my brother? Please.
My name is Chika.
Chika, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
No, you too. I wish you a wonderful year, even more so. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
My name is Lucky Lola. I'm calling from Magbo.
Lucky Lola.
Yes.
That's an interesting name.
You can say that again.
Has it worked? Has it worked for you?
As in?
Lucky Lola.
Yes. Yes, I've been behind that name for quite some years now.
Yes, but has it come to pass? Has it come to pass? Has it worked for you?
Yes, it's working for me.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, quickly, because I don't have enough.
Go ahead.
Federal government came out to tell us that there will be security, across the country. But what we saw yesterday here in Lagos was nothing to write home about. I'm telling you. And the governorship election is coming, so I want to beg them. All this area, they know they are lacking, that we need security. Please, they should put mobile or army people with tear gas and other things, that anybody that want to foment any kind of trouble, the person will be properly dealt with. That's what I just want to beg them. And secondly, it's high time we put, land for like just Jimmy said this morning. I think I welcome that idea. Let's, put maybe a private person. We know how all these banks work, their network. I mean, even if it's not that effective, but we know how it works. But look at INEC, we don't conduct election every day or every year, just once in a year. So why would they come and tell us that there is no network just to, pass this thing across to their this thing? They will tell us there is no network, all this and that. People came out yesterday, to give them hotspot, to give them internet. I mean, they are laughing at us. All these things are nothing to write home about. So they should please step up their game. And the issue of using professors, maybe we should stop it and use a private person, especially when it comes to logistics.
Yes, I think I get where you're coming from, Lucky Lola. Here's the thing. I personally, this is my personal opinion, and you can call it biased because that's what I did. I agree with you that one of the things we're lacking in this country, and we're failing to respect, is the importance and the critical power of good project management.
I'm telling you.
Because project management is what leads to good execution.
And most time we use all these professors, maybe because of
professors are not project managers.
But they are not helping us.
Well, they're academics. And in Nigeria, we like to have letters. PhD, HHD, ChD, GDD, do.
Have a nice show.
Oh, you too, myself. Lucky Lola, you too, my brother. I want your name. I'm claiming it. Lucky Lola. Hello. Are you there?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
What's your name, please?
My name is Uchoma.
Uchoma.
I'm from Lagos.
Did you say Uchoma?
Uche Maxwell.
Uche Maxwell. Okay, Uche. Go ahead, Uche.
Yeah, the election at my end. We didn't start on time. The INEC officials came late. And up to 4 p.m. yesterday, people were still voting at my polling unit. But
up to what time? Up to what time?
4 p.m.
Oh, 4 p.m. I thought you said 4 a.m. Okay.
People were still voting. So when the crowd has reduced a bit, about, let's say, 100 and something people still left to vote, some thugs came around and snatched away our ballot boxes.
They came along to snatch the ballot box?
Yes.
Which area?
This happened at Ibanio site, Ojo, Lagos.
In Ojo, Elegba? So
Lagos.
Ojo. So,
yes.
So people were still voting when, if you like, thugs came and snatched the ballot box?
Yes, people were still voting.
What happened after that? Did the police turn up? Security? Who?
We called the policemen, but they didn't show up. The 4 policemen that were on duty at the polling unit, they were not armed, so they had to run for their lives as well.
So did anybody come? Any security force come afterwards? Did they continue voting, or did it end?
After the attack, the voting ended because the thugs carted away the election materials.
Oh, wow.
So the security operators that later came just took their men away. That was the end of the election at the polling unit.
What's your PU number?
Polling unit number 006.
In Ojo Elegba. Now,
Ojo, it's a new site.
Ojo. Now, do you know, is it in the list that that INEC is looking at?
Pardon?
Was it in one of the lists that INEC is looking at? Because I know INEC is looking at what to do with some of the PUs that have issues.
I've not really seen the list INEC is looking at.
Yeah, because some are voting today as well.
Well, that is not the main reason why I'm calling.
Okay, what's the reason you're calling?
The reason why I'm calling is concerning this Beavers machine.
Talk to me.
I think that machine is the future of Nigeria.
Okay.
From what I saw yesterday, Nigeria's election in the next 4 years, if we all can totally demand for an upgrade of the Beavers machine, Nigeria's election should be cast online or digitalized in the next 4 years. That was my observation yesterday.
So you think we should keep Beavers?
Yeah, we should keep Beaver, but we should do an upgrade on the machine.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Uche. Stay blessed. Have I got time to look at the message? Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Andrew.
Andrew. Hello, Andrew.
I called you yesterday.
Okay.
Please permit me to make an observation.
Okay. As long as it's not tribal. Go ahead.
To radio station or TV station, nobody has the right, apart from you, who is the anchor, to speak or repeat what the other person has said. Because why? What I said, you heard me very well. The person must not have gotten me well. Then if he speaks against me, my first speech was my opinion. I will not have opportunity to call back to tell him, oh boy, not before I talk. Oh. So if anybody call and say, that's why people normally say, all what we said today, now the view of the caller will not be made when they anchor. So if anybody call, tell the person, go straight to your point. Leave the other caller alone. Because that caller was his opinion to you. If you like, you write it down. If you like, you don't write it down because you are the anchor person. But the other callers should not come in. Because let me tell you one thing. The truth is bitter, but I have to say it. With the report we got in Lagos throughout yesterday, if anybody, unless a blind man, if anybody says there's nothing like, go back to your place, go and vote in your village. If it even happened in Port Harcourt, at a stage they were telling some Igbo guys, go back to your village and vote. If anybody says in Nigeria that tribe is not our major problem.
But I have to interrupt you.
Go ahead, tell me what you want me to hear.
Right. That is not what I want to discuss today. And that is why I also, permit me to finish, please.
Go ahead.
The first time you called, I didn't interrupt you. I permitted you to finish. When the second guy called and he was responding to you, you will note that I interrupted him and he dropped the call, or the call dropped, whichever way. So we are not going to go back here. Like I said, it is unfortunate.
That is just my observation. That anybody who
your observation is noted, but that is not what I want to talk about today.
Should not repeat what the other person has said. That is just my own, so that we can move forward.
We can move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Oluwashola from.
Okay, go ahead.
I did call yesterday. I did vote yesterday.
Oh, great.
Everywhere was peaceful in my area.
Mm-hmm.
The problem we have after the exercise,
Mm-hmm.
the INEC official cannot upload the results into the Viva.
Mm-hmm.
And that's happened everywhere. Why was that? We need to build trust among ourselves. It's not compulsory for the party to have their agent in polling units.
Why not?
Hello?
Why is it not? Why? Why would you say they shouldn't have?
It's not compulsory. I remember in 2015, not all agents are in the polling unit to guide vote for Buhari.
But
now,
go on.
in 2015, and now it's like things is difficult, and we have to improve. Since 1999, the INEC cannot conduct election with money involved over 300 billion, and yet they have no electoral, no vehicle, no this, no that. It's not supposed to be.
But you do know that it's not about INEC carrying the party agents. So each party has an agent at the polling unit to observe, just like we have international observers and we also have local observers, like Sulaiman. Permit me, please, madam.
If things is okay as it should be.
Permit me, please. Like Sulaiman, who we had on this show yesterday, he had driven to several polling, and I've done it. I did it in 2019. You have local observers as well. Observers are important. Each party is allowed to have their agent to observe. They are not there.
It's
right.
Okay, but I'm saying the INEC official must do their work proper.
I agree.
That is how it should be.
I agree.
That is the trust I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is our country. We cannot repeat the same thing all election time. We have to improve, but INEC failed to improve. They say they are ready.
I hear you. I hear you on that, madam. I do. I do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello? Okay, let me read some messages. What have we got here? With so much fund committed to presidential elections, what panned out in Lagos yesterday due to logistics was a big disappointment, coupled with the hoodlums causing mayhem in some polling units. That's Prince from Aja. Thank you. I voted today Shomolu PU005 and it was counted but was not sent to the server. And the worst of it is that no other party agent, no Labour Party agent present. I hope they don't change the figures. Okay. There's a message I got here. The reason about Labour Party. Okay, the reason for the complaint about the Labour Party logo on the ballot boxes is not INEC's fault. The designer of the logo failed to incorporate the text LP or Labour Party in the logo. Oh, I see. Okay, the text was not emphasized. The APC, PDP, APGA, ADC, etc. did incorporate their text in the design of their logos and made sure it was big. This made it possible for the text to be readable after they have been resized. Check the sample of the attached. Aha, I see. Okay, I see. Can you see what he's talking about? I see what you're saying. Yes. I think that's Dele from Ogudu. Dele, thank you for that insight. I see what you're saying. In fact, yes, a good insight. Well noted. Right. So what else have I got here? No, I'm not doing videos. I'm trying to actually make sure that the messages that I read out are non-tribal and they're not giving results, right? So you'll have to permit me a few seconds. Right. Cecil and Tim, with all that we witnessed in yesterday's election, let's cancel this election and make INEC go for full online voting without polling booths, beavers. You mean BVAS. It's BVAS, yeah? BVAS. ballot box movement of people, etc. We can give INEC more time to do that. If we can't vote the way we can send money through our phone, these lapses in election will continue. I also didn't get my PVC in spite of all my efforts. If voting becomes online, do I need a PVC? Even now, if I can show my records in INEC register, why must a PVC be compulsory for voting? My face and fingers are always with me. Oh my word. I always say that to people. My face hasn't changed. Why are you taking my picture again? My fingerprints are the same. I haven't had a hand transplant. Anyway, my face and fingers are not always with me. Why must physical PVC be compulsory to show who I am? The BVAS machine knows me already, even without a PVC, per their records. I don't know why you called yourself a concerned Nigerian. Because Lord knows I would have loved to read your name, because your message makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. Like I've been saying, honestly, my pet peeve, going anywhere and then they have to take my picture again. I'm like, but you already have it. It's the same picture, it's the same fingerprint, it's the same name. Please don't do this to me again. Gosh, we must get there one day. What have we got? Right. Okay, I voted yesterday in the same area, Makokwan area of Oputemeta. It was the most peaceful election I've ever witnessed. The people should be careful with fake news. If this country falls, that's Gege Joshua from Oputemeta. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Where are you? Sometimes I have to scroll all the way down. Sorry. Femi Korodu. Right, good morning or good afternoon, you may say. Okay, what we have witnessed in this election has gone to confirm that INEC doesn't have the capacity to organize elections of this magnitude around the country in just one day. With materials arriving late in many centers, network issues, and also inadequate security, INEC can stagger these elections maybe 10 or 12 states per day and across 3 days. It is so shameful that we have not learned any lessons that after 24 years of democratic experience. That's Femi Famikoro. Do you make great point, Femi? Right, who's calling me? Hello, hello, presenter. Good afternoon, presenter. You can call me Sisioge. Oh, my government name, as they say, my government name is Ereti Bakare Yusuf. Right, hello, presenter. Good afternoon. I'm Christopher Aniemeke, texting from Satellite Town, Abuledo, Lagos. My complaint is that having voted yesterday, we have to wait for the results to come out, not to find out that area boys came to our unit and snatched the boxes. Oh gosh, how very upsetting. I'm so sorry. Right, what have we got here? Victor Fabule. Brilliant. I can't see. Brilliant day, Richie. Brilliant day to you too. The silence of good people is more wicked than the actions of bad people. Well, they say bad people get away with bad things all the time because good people look away. Okay, my PU 081 at 63 Solar Road, Ijegun, and 3 other polling units near the polling officer arrived near the polling. Oh, polling units near. So they're near Solar Road. The polling officer arrived by 12 p.m. And when we asked them why they arrived late, they said they were delayed for no reason, which was a strategy to discourage voters. Why would you call that a strategy? Stop. I truly don't get that. Well, voting eventually ended by 6:50 p.m. largely peaceful though. I tell you the honest truth, Mr. Sheriff. Well, I might be calling Mr. Sheriff Alaji, but you want to call me Mr. Sheriff? Hey, I'm not going to fight with you, but he knows that I'm feeling male and he is male. I tell you the honest truth, Mr. Sheriff. INEC has lost a lot of questions to answer to Nigerians on why BVAS uploaded to transmit results that are supposed to be a game changer in this election had no network. There was a serious conspiracy and sabotage. I can't continue to read that because that's really not where we're going. issue with respect to logos of parties is not tenable because the party's representatives observed them at a meeting with INEC and there was no objections. Good point, but you didn't write your name. What have I got here? My polling unit is 008 inside Morogbo Primary School, Agbara. I can't read that. You sent me a picture. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, CCOK. Please educate us. Are there countries who do online voting? Why is it so bad in Nigeria? That's why we will avoid. That's where we will avoid the snatching of boxes and all these sorts. That's Val from Aguda. Should I answer calls? Calls are going, or are we going to go on break? We're good. Okay, let me answer some calls. I'll come back to your messages. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Oma.
Who's that? Ufoma?
Oma, UMA.
Uma. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, fine. You see, yesterday's election was, in most cases, was a sham. I'll tell you, especially our security agency, in particular the police, many of them had compromised.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you an example. In one of my wife's polling unit, this hoodlums, just about the time the election, the voting was supposed to end, the hoodlums came in the numbers. And the police were there because this polling unit, they had about 4 polling units in that school, primary school, opposite barracks, police station rather. And then the police were in large number, about 15 of them there. And when these hoodlums attacked, the policemen just walk away. And then these people, they know what they are doing. All they needed to do, we know they are not arms, but they have the number. They have radio message that will just in a twinkle of an eye, the military will land there. But they didn't do that. We chose to move around looking for the military to bring them there. By the time we brought the military, these people have already gone, everything scattered. So, and in many other places. Again, we started in my own unit, we started about around 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we asked them why the delay. They say logistic problem, there was no vehicle and so on. So, to the extent that when we finished around 6:30 or thereabout, there was nobody to carry them. They were left. People have left the officials behind with all the materials with them. So I came out, I said, I hope it's not an offense for me to carry you back to your location.
Yeah.
They said, no, yeah, it's okay. I carried the INEC officials to their stations where they gather. And on getting there in one primary school, imagine all of them were gathered there in darkness. The police were there. All the other people from INEC secondary school there, all of them gathered. There was no light in that compound. And I left. And secondly, in Ohafia area, Abia State, I called my parents. There was no election there. They called the INEC staff. They said there is no vehicle, logistic problem. So eventually, I learned the responsibility today. Who is to be blamed? Is it INEC or the president? I don't know how to apportion the percentage of giving, but it's certain.
Yeah.
The president, when we were talking about the appointment of these reg commissioners, many of them were card-carrying members of parties. And despite our complaints, they went ahead and appointed them. And don't you see, it's the 17 commissioners, I think, they were, and they see the impact. For me, I believe that Professor Mahmoud means well. But these politicians that were imposed on him, called REC, have a different mission. And so that is why we are getting what we are getting. So let no president come and tell you, oh, I planned well, I wanted to trust him. No, from the beginning, you voted people, you elected people with questionable characters. And they don't have to be guilty of anything. Questionable character. It's enough for you to drop somebody. And that is how it goes. Not people that have been convicted by any court of law. That's the fact. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Are we going on break now? Yeah? Okay. I have a minute. Let me read messages, otherwise I don't want to disturb anybody's call. Right. So what have I got here? My name is, hold on. Okay. Oh, Val, yes, you asked about Val from Aguda. You asked about online voting. You see, this is the thing about online voting is that you need to have a dependable network that's got 99% dependable. Would you say we have 99% dependable network in Nigeria? That's number one. Number two, you need to have your citizens' data, which is what they call big data, up to at least 99.999%. Would you say we have that? Here's the thing. I mean, for instance, there are, I'm guessing, a good percentage of Nigerians whose birth has never been registered. So how is government to know that they exist? Does that make sense? So how do we ensure those Nigerians are not marginalized because they exist, but they just don't have birth certificates or they were never registered? We'll be right back after this break.
One step ahead with the latest news and trending conversations here on Nigeria Info.
Don't tell people you've added weight. Why are you losing weight? No, it's not your business.
You should be patient and pray to God that God is going to answer her prayer.
Please, this is not all about prayer. It's not like everything is not prayer. That is Nigerian mentality. It's not finding happiness in your home. You pray.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Hey, make una come on. My husband don't do me strong thing, no.
Yeah, Amaka.
What's happen? Now my husband buy me life for Valentine, no.
Yeah, Amaka. Which soup you give am?
No be soup, oh. Now from Adron Home Strong Love promo. As he buy land, they gon' give am 30% discount. Go ahead, microwave, give am join. No be only microwave deal. Some they collect mattress, gas burner, love hamper, cake, even water dispenser. Now only people will enjoy 40% discount. No collect gift.
Yeah, Amaka. Microwave. Why you no collect mattress?
Yes, so you say fit show strong love to your loved one this season with Adron Home Strong Love promo. Enjoy 40% discount on 24-month payment plan or 30% discount on 36-month payment plan with Poco gift items. For more Tori, call these numbers
0805-921-0054 or 0803-466-7286.
This promo day from now till 6th of March 2023. Adron Home Strong Love promo. Terms and conditions dey.
Adron Homes, making the incredible affordable. Book a ride on Anaya to move around Lagos. From Lekki to Oshodi, from anywhere to everywhere. Try Anaya and you won't go back to your old ways of moving around Lagos. Hurry and download Anaya app today and get your first ride for free using the promo code First Ride. Anaya, ANAYER. The power to move.
We're back. We are back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello. Right. Let me read out your messages. Sorry about that for a second. Right. I have from here Taiwo from Mafoluku Oshodi. My contributions is simple. Since we don't have enough security to man our elections, we should not hold nationwide elections in one day. Again, I suggest 5 states per day. Okay, let me see here. Yesterday's exercise is appointed to show that Nigeria is on a jet speed to the attainment of greatness. INEC needs to up their game. The youth spoke in one voice for the first time. That's Victor Egunyega. Sorry, forgive me, from Asaba. Sorry, forgive me if I messed up your name. Are you gonna take me with you? No, we're not going anywhere. If I sent me a message and said, I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. I don't want to go out and witness Nigeria not good for all. I'm tired of the whole system. No justice, no hope. If you get on that flight, you better take me with you. And if you take me with you, be sure that we will be coming back. We're not going anywhere. What is it? How is it they say that thing? Now here we die. You know we die here. You know my pidgin is rubbish, so don't be laughing if but you ain't going nowhere. You might jackpot if you jackpot, but you must jackpot back. It's the person that jackpot go that will also jackpot back, because Nigeria will be that Nigeria that you want to jackpot back to. What have I got here? Did you send? Okay. Beavers, I don't think is taking your picture, but it's doing a recognition scan with the picture it has in the database after the key in the last digits of your VIN. The reason why INEC is making physical compulsory is to make it easy for the presiding officer to deal with a lesser crowd. If not, people will gather and just be waiting to get scanned through their thumb and be told yes or no. This is your unit. But with the physical card voter, with the physical card, you see, when you don't put commas and semicolons and abbreviations, it kind of makes it difficult for me to read. But with the physical cards, voters can be easily directed to the exact polling unit if they are confused. It's actually a good thing. It's not if it's not compulsory to bring it. Fred. Okay. Right. What I observed is that some presiding officers have been sleeping during the I needed somebody to make me laugh. What I observed is that some presiding officers might have been sleeping during training, or the trainers didn't do a good job. My NYSC presiding officer felt it was okay to do accreditation, then later do voting. I was very shocked. A lot of the time, the NYSC electoral officers they're ad hoc officers are either incompetent or nervous in many polling units, which causes delay. I'm voting startup. Which causes delay in voting startup. Some felt it's good to be peace, or some felt it's going to be a piece of cake. Why not provide a training video they would have been using since before the election to help them by INEC? It was tragic. That's from Fred. Fred, I get what you're saying, and yeah, well, you said that idea about those who are sleeping on training. Yeah, I like, I see that in other things, not just with that, but these are ad hoc staff. And you're right, training. You can't overemphasize the importance of training. But they may not have been sleeping. Can you blame anybody for feeling intimidated? Many of them were held hostage yesterday when they couldn't upload the results due to network issues or whatever else comes out after the investigation has been done. Many of them were held hostage. Just imagine that was you. They had finished their job, they had read out results. Now to upload, the thing is not uploading, it's not going, no network, is not going, no network. My friend called me, she was with one, and she said, hon, I need to tell you this is what they're doing at my polling station. I said, ask the guy why it's not uploading. And that's when the guy was able to say it is hanging. Many of them were held hostage. So can you, NYSC, have you forgotten how they used to be killed? They used to get killed. So we can't blame them for being nervous. Even though, yes, we would like them to be a bit more confident, but you can't blame them for being nervous. And I'm certainly not making an excuse for those who fell asleep in training, as you said. Not good enough. Let's answer more calls. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Are you there?
Good afternoon, Sister.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Mike. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
All right, my contribution is, number one, just like the last one that call said, we're not saying they should be nervous. They should be overconfident. There is a level of confidence in professional activities. show you what you know in terms of the content of what you are to deliver. But in terms of coming ahead, not having confidence at all is actually affecting the election. Then number two is this, like the polling unit where I voted. If not that the people themselves took their responsibility to defend their vote, there were two polling units there. The first unit, polling unit was calm, but the second one, maybe because they were not organized. But when the pressure was there, the police people, the security people, as if they too were afraid to stand up. He took the people to call them for the armed police.
Okay, I need to interrupt you. We have to go to a live podcast with INEC.
Let me just quickly ask you what happened or what you saw or what you could glean from happenings in Magodo, where we understand that.
Round through. Well,
the race is on, and Nigerians will decide. People's voice and verdict.
They are not going to the ward. Nobody is collecting from any ward. I have been in a polling unit where the INEC officials, the party agents, and the voters are all complicit.
Citizens and their mandate.
People don't really know. Nigerians don't really know what governance is. They have described the process. It's really very seamless. I would want to believe that everyone will take advantage of this opportunity.
Nigeria Info Election Day Studios presents The Mandate 23. Minute-by-minute election day coverage, 36 states and the FCT. Sheriff Quadri, Jimmy Disu, Ireti Bakare, Marian Okon, Joyce Oyemwa, Sandra Ezekwesili, and Ufoma Egbamno with data analysis in real time. Date, Saturday, February 25th and Sunday, February 26th. Join the conversation live from 5 a.m. The Mandate 23. It's a marathon.
Program due at the National Collation Center in Abuja, which is to be chaired by the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu. Right now, of course, we will get back to Abuja to hear from Professor Mahmoud Yakubu at that very crucial meeting there or briefing by INEC. But we will soon be rounding off.